that don't condone evil? Is it the same people that allowed Okorocha, a Hausa man born in Jos, to bring in his in-law that nobody knows where that one was born, to continue the mission and the project of the caliphate in Imo State? What have they done to us? Is it the suya? Is it the meat? Is it the nama we eat? What is happening to us? Are these Igbo people at all? Or some group of aliens from outer space? What have they done to us that we now accept evil the same way that Yorubas do? We are not Yoruba people. We don't accept evil. We don't condone it. Why are we condoning it now? Okay, I know. It's because of the Yoruba Pentecostal churches that some of you go to. I feel sorry for all of you that go to Yoruba churches, but we must continue. Anybody in doubt as to how dangerous this Action Alliance is in Imo State, the party of Okorocha's son-in-law should go and verify from the people of Oru West, Oru East, Osu, or Haji Ebema, or Lo, Uguta, Idato North and South, Isu, Wangele, Njaba, and even Moses' hometown of Umkwere. Everybody knows that these people are more Fulani than even Fulani themselves. People, me, I'm afraid for Imo State. But I'm saying it now because if you don't vote wisely tomorrow, you will complain. The salaries for teachers won't be paid. Nothing will be done. Imo State will be turned into a vassal state of the Sokoto Caliphate. There will be more turban ceremonies, more Mieti Allah settlements, more Fulani headsmen given land. Amawosa and Obins is not enough for them. They will take over everywhere. And by then you'll be asking Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB to do something. By then it'll be too late. I'm warning you tonight. APC, AA, is called Action Alliance. If they're coming to you to help them rig, tell them no. Because you will suffer the consequences for years to come. I keep going back to this movie that I watched many, many years ago called Tears of the Sun. Each time I reference that very movie, it is to drive home a point. In our DNA, of course, we're Republicans. We are very stubborn. We are highly opinionated. But there is also a part of us that disposes us to, or should I say, predisposes us to treachery and betrayal. If you watch Tears of the Sun, you will see it. That even Hollywood, of all people, if you see the movie for, say, Hotel Rwanda or any other disaster in Africa, or even about Steve Biko in South Africa, you will see that betrayal and treachery did not play any prominent role. But in that one singular Hollywood movie about Biafra, the central theme there was the person that betrayed Ojukwu. A betrayer. A saboteur within the midst. We have it in us to betray. We have it in us to turn to traitors because of our competitive nature. Once you're competitive unhealthily, I hasten to add, you become very jealous of the success of your whoever you think you're competing with. And you want to bring him or her down. The best thing you do is to sabotage the effort. It's as simple as that. Why do you think you have saboteurs everywhere? They cannot be like you. So the best thing for them to do is to sabotage that very effort. So all the saboteurs considering or contemplating voting for Action Alliance or whatever they, or APC in Imo State, may the good Lord have mercy upon your soul. You all know what to do tomorrow. You have been instructed, and that instruction must be carried out to the letter in Imo State. No space or room for AA. No room for APC. You know what they can do, and you can see what they've been doing. Is it not the same APC that Chibika Mechi brought to be killing our people in our land? An Igbo man claiming he's from Ikwere. Ikwere is not Igbo, but your name is Chibika Mechi. You align yourself. That thing I'm saying about treachery and betrayal and jealousy. Your brother Jonathan was the president. But once the Fulani came calling, you pandered, or should I say, you defaulted to your natural instinct to betray. You betrayed Jonathan. You ran to the north. And the north now gave you their soldiers and the Ministry of Transport. Mind you, he has built a railway from Ibadan to Lagos, but no railway going into Iguacha. There is none. He's an Igbo man. He's Fulanized. If you see what Chibika Mechi is doing to us in River State, in Iguacha, that tells you what will happen if you vote APC. If you don't know what is happening in River State, what is happening in Iguacha, please ask any relative you have living there what they are doing to people there. Then you will shed blood, not even tears. You will understand that indeed only IPOB is the savior of our people. Imo State is in trouble. Same with Abia. Same with Ebonyi. We must do the best we can to rescue our land because there will be no second chance. No second chance. I'm telling you, there will be no second chance. If you allow Kezi Basu to go back, if you mistakenly, out of stupidity and ignorance, vote for either APC or Action Alliance, allow APC or their bastard offspring, Action Alliance, to get into Imo, we are gone. If you allow Dave Omahi back into government house in Ebonyi, that one becomes Mieti Yala territory. Not tomorrow you're asking them the kind of IPOB to come and fight to liberate Ebonyi. We will give up on Ebonyi State. When I say these things, write them down because it will come to pass. You can now see what Obiano is doing in Anambra, isn't it? This was the same Obiano that Ohaneze Ndioshi, that Nyawodo shamelessly supported. The same Obiano today has given our land to Mieti Yala in Anambra. And that land contains oil. So when the company come to drill it, to extract oil from the ground, they'll pay them royalties, not us. Maybe an oil well, and they'll become a billionaire. Because every billionaire in Nigeria became a billionaire courtesy of the oil and gas in Biafra land. But some of you don't know this. From Dan Tata in those days to everybody, to MKO Abiola, they owe their wealth to Alakija. That lady they call Alakija. To Dangote, everybody became a billionaire courtesy of the oil and gas in our land. Do you know that nobody from Biafra land is a billionaire? Oh, so you don't know that before. There is nobody from Igbo land, from Idoma, from Igede, listen carefully, from Urobo, Isoko, Ijo, Ibibio, Anang, Oron, Ebanke, or Efik. We don't have any billionaire. Don't tell me about a Tiebet. They don't exist. They were never billionaires. They were ordinary millionaires and in Naira. Not in foreign currency. There's a difference between the two. Dangote is a billionaire in foreign currency. So it also is Alakija, billionaire in foreign currency. Abiola family, billionaires in foreign currency. Dovayo Dikos, billionaire in foreign currency. Everybody, whoever, even Buhari's family, Aisha and the billionaires, of course, because of our oil. And Jibril will also go back to Sudan, a billionaire, courtesy of our oil. But we don't reason very well. We keep supporting them. One Nigeria, let us salvage Nigeria. God will say, because of the useless Yoruba pastors that you listen to, they twist your brain. You can no longer reason properly, like a human being. Go and take a very beautiful look at Kwara State. That is where Ebonyi is going next. If not for Wike in River State, we would have lost Iguacha a long time ago. Unamage, you don't know that before? Oh my goodness. If not for Nyesom Wike, we would have lost Iguacha long time ago. That is why everybody must support him. Because the battle is out in the open. There's something in Akwa Ibom. Emmanuel Odom must be supported in Akwa Ibom. Must be supported in Akwa Ibom. They must be returned to power in Akwa Ibom. The same thing applies in Cross River State. The same thing applies in Bayelsa. We must remain very strong. If we allow them to breach our defenses tomorrow, if your stupidity because of 2,000 naira, you sell your conscience and allow Fulani to come into our land, Chukwukika will destroy you and your family. Because horrible things are happening. And we are placing humanity on notice tonight as to what is happening in our land. Because still on Imo State, they want Uche to win, so he'll go back to APC. If you're in doubt as to the potency of these riggers, these Fulani stooges in our land, refer to what they did on the 23rd February elections. And that is exactly what will happen tomorrow unless we are vigilant. Unless we are vigilant. If you go to Oru West, you will see their so-called commissioner for agriculture, who is from Umbidi. He's the one boasting how they gave Jubril vote. He's an Igbo man, without shame, without honor, and without dignity. And soldiers are coming to Oru to help them with the rigging. They have emptied the artillery brigade at Obinze. I said this before, but none of you took it seriously. I said, in every major town in Biafra land, there is a garrison. Some of you don't know that we are surrounded already. There is a garrison everywhere. For Aba, you have Asa. For Enugu, you have 82 Division. For Umuahia, you have Ohafia Barracks. For Owerri, you have Obinze. Is it what you have in Iguacha? Amphibious Brigade is there. Air Force is there. Everything controlled by a Fulani people that didn't go to school. And some of you I feel your honor. As if you just will sleep one morning and wake up without doing any work. And Biafra will just appear. Then you're drunk. We must continue to propagate this very gospel. It is very, very important. They keep sharing money. Of course, they'll be sharing money in Abia. But Okezipazo can never, ever be saved. Because Okezipazo himself is moving to APC. You don't know that? He's moving to APC now. When I told you people that Obiano had got a deal with Jubril, Shem wouldn't allow him to come out and say, oh, I am now APC. But he worked for the re-election of Jubril. He was fighting Pt2, the same Pt2 that brought him out, that made him who he is. He was fighting him. Fighting Pt2. Obiano that was nobody until Pt2 brought him out and made him governor. That's it. Hi. Urioma. Unbelievable. Our people are unbelievable. No matter the level of animosity between you and your brother, is it the reason why you will go to Fulani to go and serve them? Is it the reason why you will go to Fulani land to go and bring them in to serve them, to become a Fulani slave? All of you going to Yoruba churches, go to Kwara State and see what happened there. They didn't do anything about it. Kwara State is a Fulani caliphate. Makadi Mama, but it's Yoruba territory. I am warning you now. Some of you are doing your speaking grammar that you don't even understand on social media. If you want to do the banyan at as also now my case up organ yale. If you want to know what our land will become after tomorrow, if you go and misbehave, look at Kwara State. Look at Kwara State. There's a full Fulani caliphate. And when it starts happening, don't say that, oh God, where are you? Chineke, Biko, no. Come and save us. because the God that I serve will even send thunder to strike you dead because you're foolish. Some things can be tolerated, if not condoned. You see, self-imposed stupidity is unforgivable and unpardonable. Ibas hasn't paid workers for 2 years. 2 years. But I saw some of the workers queuing with their jerrycan to take kerosene from the man. Right, unbelievable. Is this how stupid you have become? No morality, no conscience, just empty, vacuous human beings walking up and down, pretending they are alive when in actual fact they are dead. I am issuing an order to IPOB all across Biafra land tonight. If you see any of these people, you must arrest them because they have been stuffing ballot boxes. One is called, is it Ginger or Genja? Owusiebe, he's called. We have his pictures, and I want everybody, Chinasa, make sure that Amakeko gets his pictures and to circulate it. These are the people going to, or they've been rigging elections for the past 4 days now. They've been rigging elections for, or stuffing ballot boxes for, okay, his name is Ginger or Genja Owusiebe. Even the name sounds very bizarre. There's another one. He's from Abai. He said he's part of Ohanese. His name is Uchenna Wizu. These are the people rigging elections for, or stuffing ballot boxes for Okeziba. The other one is Walo. Anywhere you see any of these 3 people, they must be arrested. IPOB must apprehend them because they are criminals. They are working for our Saful and they have come to destroy our land, and we can't allow them to succeed. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. That is why we must proceed this evening to finally enter Iguacha. I'm just saying it. Luckily enough, all our programs are recorded. So when you mess up tomorrow and you're asking God to bless you or asking people abroad to send you money back home, I will ask them not to send anything to you because you are the architect of your own misfortune. You designed your own ignorance and stupidity, and you must dwell in it. You must dwell in it. This is Radio Biafra. If you're joining us, the time now is 7 minutes to 9 p.m. in London. We are live and we are direct, and humanity is listening. There was a meeting we went to the other day. Allow me to digress a bit before we enter and deal with the problems in Iguacha. There was a very critical meeting we attended. That was 2 days ago. I never knew that we will appear on camera in the House of Lords where we held that very meeting, but we did. And I never wanted to announce the meeting or publicize it, but because it is now in the public domain, the Parliament of the UK have decided to release that very video. Not because of us, no, they're just doing their thing. Because of that, the video will be posted. It's very tiny, it's very short, but it is when we went to go and see some people that I cannot tell you their names, because if I mention their names now, Zoo will go and give them billions or millions of pounds. When I go back to go and see them, they'll tell me that God created Nigeria. So I won't mention their names. No, I won't. But the video will be published very, very shortly. We went to the Parliament of the UK. It's a very discreet, very quiet meeting to go and speak to people who are sympathetic to what we are doing, because not every British politician is bad. Some of them are very good. And I've said this in the past and I'll say it again. At the height of the war in 1969, a conservative member of parliament named his daughter Biafra. I want you to understand that. In protest at the policy of Labour Party then. And the same anti-Semitic Labour Party is at it again. Maybe Wilson knew that Biafrans are also Jews. Maybe that was why they decided to kill us in the number that they did. Today, it is little wonder that the same Labour Party is at the front line of anti-Semitism and discrimination against Israel. But we must proceed. Tupu ndị afọ biya na akọ iri. We must proceed. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. We are going to bring you what is happening in Iguacha, our beloved Iguacha. The Nigerian army. This same Nigerian army, commanded by Fulani people. They have never won any war before. They have never defeated any insurgency before. When they went to Liberia, Ecomog, peacekeeping, they came back in disgrace. They were selling their shoes, their boots, and their camouflage to be able to survive. I don't know if some of you know this. Some Nigerian soldiers were arrested and are now standing trial for raping women during Ecomog. I don't know if you know that or not, but I'm just telling you. The news carried it yesterday. Nigerian army, in all honesty, have never in their history distinguished themselves in any battlefield, only when they were led by an Igbo man, a Biafran, Agi Ironsi, in Congo, in Zaire. That's the only time. And Ironsi became a general in the battlefield. Not this one now. Aboki will get up and close work around 11 a.m. on Friday to go to the mosque and then come back and becomes a general. Or he will fly his helicopter to come and look at the roof of the wing I was staying in Kuje, and he'll go back and make him an air vice marshal. Because he flew a sortie to Kuje to go and see where Nnamdi Kanu is being held, to make sure that the high-profile prisoner is kept intact. They have never fought any war and won it. The limited gains they made initially against Boko, I said limited gains, was a combined force of Chad, Niger, and Cameroon, with United States of America backing them up with intelligence. Nigeria has never gone into any battlefield before and won. People may say, oh, remember the Biafran War? The Biafran War was not fought and won by Fulani or Yoruba soldiers. The answer is no. Britain tied is just like when they came to my house to kill me. Or you want to fight somebody and they tie your hands behind your back. And they ask the person to be raining blows on you. And afterwards they will go back and say, oh, we won the fight. Fair and square. Everybody knew that Britain, through Russia, was supplying arms to Gowon. In the same vein, Britain was not just imposing, but enforcing air, land, and sea blockade against Biafra. We had no weapons. That was why we lost the war. No weapons. As simple as that. And who were the mercenaries that was fighting for Nigeria on the ground? Who were the people that both, to an extent, USA, Britain, in fact, the whole of Europe, ganged up against tiny Biafra? That was why Gowon became the victor. Not that they met us man versus man in the battlefield. And if they're Biafra, the answer is no. The world ganged up against Biafra. So Nigeria has never won any war. They only specialize in killing civilians. And when they kill civilians, Britain will never say anything. Why? Because they don't want to upset the apple cart. They don't want people or for Fulani to think. I don't know if we have lost connection on Facebook. I don't know the reason why. But we seem to have lost Facebook connection. We continue on our app. If you don't have Radio Biafra app, please tell people to go to the app and continue listening. I don't know what happened. We seem to have lost our connection. But we are proceeding. We are proceeding full steam ahead. You know that we have enemies. Maybe it is the Yoruba people working for Facebook that have got our connection this very evening. Maybe that's what they have done. You don't want the world to hear this. And you must place this on record as well, please. All our e-warriors, you must place this on record. Facebook, have now decided to cut our live transmission this evening. We are still live on air, but they have cut us off for reasons best known to them. But we must proceed. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct. If anybody is not receiving it, please, on our app or on our radio, please notify me. You must notify me. Names of those attacked in the last 24 hours and their homes vandalized, because they got away with it when they came to my place, and now they have gone to the coastal regions of Biafra land, the so-called Niger Delta. Amakri's home was attacked. Orolosama Amakri, his home was attacked. Ambassador Opex, his home was attacked. Ateke Tom, his home was attacked. Hope Ikiriko, his home was attacked. Tamunosisi Gogo Jaja, his home was attacked. These are people in the Niger Delta. Their homes attacked. The same way that our homes are under siege every blessed day. Now you keep asking yourself, if the same enemy is attacking us, why don't we do something about it? Why don't we come together and do something about it? Why not? This is something that we must take to those who are only interested. To those who are only interested in talking about Biafra and gossiping or trying to sow seeds of discord between the coastal part of Biafra and the upland. Also to go now, they are killing us in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia. They are also killing us in Rivers, in Bayelsa, and in Akwa Ibom as we speak. So what is stopping us from coming together and saying no to these murderers and killers? That is one thing you must understand. All we are good at is pipeline security guard. Pipeline security. Whereas Fulani people that didn't go to school are multi-billionaires. You don't attack these multi-billionaires from Fulani land that has no natural stake in our oil reserves. You are attacking your nearest brother. Are you not? You're like Chibikamage. There's no difference between you and Chibikamage. And the day the result got with Chibikamage, you know, don't say we didn't tell you. We must continue. 15 people shot dead in Rivers violence. 15 people shot dead because Fulani APC want to take over Iguacha by all means. Those they shot dead are martyrs, and we must know that. That is why we all need to do all we can. Everybody, allow me to repeat, everybody in the whole of the south and Niger Delta, in Rivers, in Bayelsa, in Akwa Ibom, in Cross River. The governors you have there now must remain. I want to make this very clear. The governors you have in Rivers, in Bayelsa, in Akwa Ibom, in Cross River, the incumbents, they must remain in office. Because if they were bad, the zoo army won't be deployed with such force in those areas. It is simple common sense. But you see Abia State, Ibazo must go. You cannot vote for Uchoka was the man they brought to kill us at Asanint. About the been sworn in memory Akarisiwego. He has not even gone into office. He has started the killing first, promising land to Mieti Yala. Is that the person you're going to vote for? Sometimes these people, some of you contemplating voting for APC, I keep asking you, where is your conscience? Do you have any? Are you sure you are a Biafran? Are you sure you are an Ijaw man? Are you sure you are an Ikwere man? Are you sure you are an Igbo man? Are you sure you are an Ibibio man? Efik. Are you sure? Make sure those of you in Benue, I don't speak for TV people, but if autumn goes from that office, all of you are gone. Do you think there is killing going on now? Worse will come. As I say, you write it down on a piece of paper, because worse is going to come. There is hell in River State. Wike is under siege. They are killing us. And the world will not listen. They will not listen. I'm telling you. I've been meeting them. I know what they've been telling me. CNN will not carry out no major, because the zoo gives them millions every blessed day. Yeah. Do we have money to compete with their lobbies? The answer is no. Because the world is now a considerably worse place to live in than 30, 40 years ago. If you don't know, let me tell you. If you're not very careful, our land will be gone forever and ever. From what they've been telling me. But we must continue on this very effort. We must continue to march forward until victory is assured. That is why we can never retreat nor surrender. Never, ever, ever. There is no compromise, and there can never be. There will be no deal with our enemies, and there can never be won. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Our determination is in cast iron. It can never, ever be altered. You need to understand that very well. Tomorrow, we hold our destiny in our hands. We must stop every stopped ballot box from getting in. Those that they shared guns to in Abia, okay, Zibazo, we're sharing guns to. Those guns will kill him. Facebook is off, but our app is okay. People should go to our app and continue to listen to Radio Biafra. The time now is 6 minutes past 9 p.m. United Kingdom. The same number of minutes past the top of the hour wherever you are domiciled. We are live and we are direct. This is not a recording. The recording may come later. This is not a recording. And I will also be on air tomorrow morning. I will be on air tomorrow morning. I cannot guarantee how long it will be, but I will be on air tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, Biafra land time, I will be on air to direct our people on what to do on the ground. Anywhere there is a ballot box snatching, I will announce it live on air for the world to know. Anywhere, okay, Zip also is trying to bring in stuffed ballot boxes to be announced live on air, and those involved apprehended. Any shenanigans going on in Iguacha in River State will be announced. If you know the Yoruba people running Facebook, go and tell them to leave IPOB alone. That concludes our broadcast this very evening. I will return tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Biafra land time. You must reflect, you must ponder, you must reason, and you must act on it tomorrow to ensure that none of these Fulani-sponsored stooges are let into any office in Biafra land. If you allow them in, then we are gone. Thank you very much for listening, and remain safe wherever you are in Biafra land. The enemies are around, but in the end, we are going to win. We always win in the end, because we are IPOB, because we are Biafra, because Chukwokika Biama is our God. Thank you very much for listening. Take care, remain safe, and you will hear from me again tomorrow morning. From me, from here, it is good evening.